This meeting is being recorded.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Life Coach Office open call for January 2019. I have been waiting for this day. I'm always excited to bring you some answers to your questions, things that I've been hearing from you all month long, and we're here in January 2019 starting it all over again. Now remember, Life Coach Office is a product of Universal Coaching Systems where we help coach change makers bring their very best work to the world. I am very happy to be able to be with you today because we do have a number of things to talk about. So let's just go ahead and begin. I want to start off by one of the questions that I received that talked about automatic invoicing. Okay, automatic invoicing is something that's relatively new to our system. It was an enhancement that we did later last year. And let's just go into it and then we can talk a little bit about what it is that I wanted you to know. So here's how it works. You are a coach and you have a client that's purchasing a program, or maybe they're purchasing a certain number of sessions of coaching, but they're going to pay for it in increments. You want to be able to bill them, but you don't want to have to go in and create that bill every single month. Therefore, you now have the ability to do automatic invoicing. It starts with making sure that you set up the billing, and then by going into client billing, right, for the price and the cost. And then you want to go into groups so that you can get a group link, and so that you can connect that group link to your website and people can actually purchase this on their own. So here's what I want to show you. I'm going to show you this from the standpoint of a group that we've already done, because it's important for you to know that any of the groups that you've created, you can go back and you can create automatic invoicing for them, because your clients will have the option to use automatic invoicing or to not use it. Okay, my suggestion is that for any of the groups that you have, that you go ahead and just take a moment to go in and set up subscription payments for them, especially if they're a higher priced offer. So we're going to go into here our current coaching offer here. So as you can see, the current coaching offer is $649, and the clients will have access to this for 6 months. So let's just click the edit button and let's see what this is all about. Okay, so now we're into the group. Now you can, if you want to change the name of your group, you can always do that. It is set up for clients to be able to register online. And here you're going to connect the product or the service from the billing session. This is how you get the pricing. So this is the 3-month coaching practice for package for $649. Here is where the automatic invoicing takes place. As you can see, it is not set up for automatic invoicing right now. We had this program for a while. Now you want to add automatic invoicing and give your folks an opportunity to pay you in increments without you going in and creating an invoice every month. All right, so we're simply just going to click yes. Okay, the admin fee. So a lot of people are not really sure about this admin fee. Let me explain it to you. The admin fee is something that you can, if you want to, is optional. You can charge it to your clients, and you're charging it because you're offering them the ability to actually pay in increments. It is very common that when a client is paying in increments, that they pay a little bit more than if they paid in full. Okay, so you may want to have an admin fee, you may not. I'm going to leave it at a 10% admin fee. Okay, you don't put the dollar amount in, the system will figure that for you. Now, what the system is asking, this is another question that people were not quite sure about, is what is the client's first payment? So here's how this works. Your client clicks on the link because they want to register for this 3-month coaching package with you. And they're going to start signing up, and then they're going to receive the message that says, you know, how do you want to pay? Do you want to pay in these increments, or do you want to pay in full? And they click increments. Well, what the system is asking, that first fee that you collect at that moment, how much should that be? It's as simple as that. Remember, you don't have to do the math as far as the installments are concerned, because the system is going to do that for you. Okay, so let's say I just want them to put $75 down. That's the magic number for me. Okay. And then after that, they're paying in 3 months, 3 installments. Then I'm going to allow them to pay 2 more installments. Okay. And we are going to do that monthly. You have an option of daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. We're going to do that monthly. All right. You put the numbers in, and then if everything else is the same, and we're going to say that it is, you just click save. Now that you have done that, every client that goes into that particular package will have the option of paying you in installments. Okay, so let's just go into this again. It's already set up. Okay, you can change this if you wanted to. You can make this no admin fee. You can make this $125. Oh, I made a mistake. I really meant for it to be $125, right? Once you save it, any person that clicks on the link after you've saved it will get the, whatever the new numbers are. All right. So let's just say you wanted to, you want to offer like a $25 down payment, for a couple of days. Maybe you hold a webinar and you say, hey, listen, for just $25 down payment, you can go in and you can become a part of this group. You can do that. You can go in, make it 25, go back in a few days later. It's easier. It might be easier for you to do that rather than create a whole new link. Completely up to you how you want to handle it, but just know that you can make this available, these automatic invoices available for the offers that you already have for your groups. Now, here is something that you have to make sure that you understand. When your client clicks and they make their first payment, so in this case, they're making the first payment of $125, an invoice will be created for them. I don't have a client that has done that, so you're not going to see it, but we're going to go to invoices. Let's say your invoice is for Maria Jones, okay? So an invoice for Maria Jones for $125 will be created. You will need to go in and mark it as paid, all right? Here, I have an overdue item. I just want to show you marking it as paid or voiding it. If you click the square, it's going to void that invoice. You don't want to do that. You click the star and you mark it as paid. So once you receive the money into your account, you want to mark it as paid. And here's the reason why. Number one, if you don't mark it as paid within 7 days, that person is going to be blocked from getting into the classroom associated with that group rate. This is because there will be times that people will go to sign up with you and for whatever reason don't finish the registration process. And you don't want to give them access if they're not supposed to have access. Okay, that's number one. Number two, this is going to trigger the next invoice to go on the date in which it's supposed to. So today is the 29th of the month. And since we have monthly invoices going out, then every month on the 29th, this will happen. Now, obviously, next month there is no 29th. It'll go out on the last day, okay? But if you don't click that invoice was paid, it's going to stop the invoice from going out. So those are two reasons why you must go in and you must mark those invoices as paid once your client has paid it, okay? I think that was all I needed to tell you about that. Yeah, those are the only things that I needed to tell you about that. Again, these are questions that you get into once you start using a particular feature. And then we always come back on our open calls and explain things a little bit further. All right, so something else that I wanted to show you. It's an enhancement that we did not announce. It's pretty cool. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's see, I think the client billing. So here's what happened. We had someone call in and they had a different tax rate than the tax rates that we offer. Well, now you can add your own tax rate. So if your rate is not the standard 7 or 9%, you can go in and you can create your own tax rate. So it might be New York, and maybe that tax rate might be 9%. Okay, so now you can create a tax rate for that. All right, so just something else that we recognize that we needed, and we made it readily available. It's already there in your system, no update. You don't have to wait for an update. It's already there. Two more things that I wanted to tell you about. Let's first go to the library. Now, the library, again, I say this all the time, is one of those areas that I think is not utilized as much as it could be. But here is a good way for you to use the library just for you. Remember, we created this system so that you will be able to coach anyone from anywhere in the world at any time. But that means having your office literally with you. Not just your computer, but your office. So when you have your systems, everything in your Life Coach Office system, you can be on a computer somewhere else and still get your work done. My suggestion to you as coaches is to go in and create a coach folder. Now, these three folders at the top, I've marked them with number 1 because I wanted them to just automatically appear at the top, okay? Because otherwise it's alphabetical, okay? So I marked it with number 1. And let's just go into the number 1 coach folder. So if I click this little arrow, it just shows you what's in it, okay? I want to show you how to allocate a folder so that it's only available to specific groups. You simply go and you right click on the blue folder, and you go and you left click into edit, and there you have it. It's the folder name. These are all the groups you've ever created. This folder is only for the coach to view. That's because inside this folder are documents that I use when I'm coaching clients. Documents that I may want to send to someone. I don't want to have to search through my computer, or maybe I don't have my computer with me. Well, it's okay because it's in my Life Coach Office account, and that means I can coach from anywhere. The other cool thing is that if you wanted to make a particular folder available only to a group, you wanted to put some documents, forms, whatever it is, in your library that is for a specific group, you can do that and just click for that group and save it. But this is just for coaches, for me, and so I'm saving it. The same thing here for my coaching documents, okay? My assessments and some fun things that I occasionally want to send to my clients, but I want to send certain assessments to certain people. I don't need all of my clients to get all of the assessments, and I don't want to make them available to everyone either. This is just for me. Therefore, you right click, you edit, and there you see, it says only coaches can view. I could make it available to all clients and tell them to go in and pull it up themselves if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I could make it available to the greatest coaching group ever. I don't want to do that. I just want to make it available to me. Very, very simple. Play around with that. I think that you'll find that it's very, very useful. Okay, last but definitely not least for today, I want to talk to you about a tab that was added that we never really spoke a whole lot about. It is our Resources tab. When you click on the Resources tab within your Life Coach Office account, you get this list of resources that can help you. This is different than the Start Here area that all coaches go to when they start. But what about after you start? You're looking for something else. What if you're a new coach and you want to get some information for new coaches? You click on that and look what happens. It's going to take you to our Universal Coaching System site where all the new coaches, we want them to start. And it's going to give you different articles, podcasts, different things that were written just for you. Isn't that kind of cool? Another resource, maybe you want to know something about websites and tech. You click on that. Yep. Our website is kind of like a go-to spot, but this makes it easier to find what you're looking for. Look at that. Coach Websites and Tech, all kinds of information about preparing your website to be exactly what it needs to be for your clients. This comes from the experts, okay? There's a lot of information in here, so you want to check that out. Let's click on something else. Let's go to our, we get a lot of questions about the Academy. So let's click on Academy. All right. This is the Coach Changemakers Academy. It's a phenomenal opportunity for those of you who are ready to really kickstart your business, all right? Really jumpstart it and move it. to the next place. If you have a signature program, or you are in the throes of creating one, you're thinking about creating one, this is for you. If you have one, it's going to help you to refine it. If you don't have one, it's going to help you to create it. So either way, this is great. Now, our new academy is starting tomorrow, all right? But it gives you all the information about what it is, okay? It tells you the pricing. It tells you the information. It tells you everything at it. I have received a number of times questions about, I want to know more about the academy. Can you tell me what it is? Can you tell me when it starts? Can you tell me about the cost? Can you give me the details? We have it all here on one page, and you can just click to that from your Life Coach Office account. Okay? One more thing, big deal for everyone, marketing, right? We talk about marketing all of the time. If you're not a part of our private online coach entrepreneurs group, please go to Facebook and join it. It is simply a support, I call it a support group for coaches, where coaches can ask questions, receive answers. It's a safe environment, get all the information that you are looking for. But here, these articles are categorized, and they are all about marketing. As a coach, if you do not market, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to have what I would consider to be a thriving coaching business. All right, you have to know how to market, and you have to know how to do it in a way that speaks to the client that you are trying to attract. These articles are going to help you to do that. That is all on the resources tab of your Life Coach Office account. Well, that is really all that I had for this particular month. Join me next month. We're having our next open call on February the 19th. That is a Tuesday. It will be at 2 p.m. Eastern. There will soon be some information going out on all of our pages about that, and we'll also be sending an email. Other than that, feel free to ask any of your questions on our Facebook pages, or send us a note right down here. LCO support, just click on that, ask your question, and we will be very happy to answer it. Thank you very much for attending this call today. Happy coaching, everyone.